Hello, my name is Solomon Davidson. We're here with OMB Mauleyg for his interview. Shadowing today we have Queese Boyd and Dmitry Smirnov. OMB, can you do me a favor and put up all 20 macros in order?
Okay.
Very good. I'm now going to read the HP rules to you. Do not resuscitate any patients on any streets surrounding the hospital, the PvP territories or turfs, or the army base. Do not serve patients who have their weapons drawn. Do not stand or sell on the main lobby floor. Kindly go behind the desk or down the hall. Do not go AFK or away from keyboard while on duty. There will be a 3-day ban, demotion, and all funds returned. Only 2 per desk in ranking order, highest to lowest, brown, maroon, blue, white, green, and only 3 down the hall. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on EMS or delivery runs. If the wait time is under 5 minutes, you may wait in the cafeteria. Please do not hang out in the med closet. Only rank 6 or higher can use the front door, and only rank 7 or higher can spawn vehicles in the front parking lot. Do not, and I repeat, do not ever spawn the bus. You must have DCP or CP permission, and that will likely never happen. Be kind to patients, let them know that we're here to help, not argue. Record and report. Radio checks are mandatory. Always respond with a 10-4 copy. And no music in the chat. You will receive a 60-minute mute. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, when you say bus, could you be more specific by don't spawn bus? What do like the ambulance bus? Like what do you mean by bus?
No. So when you go to spawn vehicles in the back parking lot, there's the ambulance, the car, and the truck, and then there's a very large bus, like a city bus, but for medics. We're not allowed to spawn that.
We're not allowed to spawn that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good though. That was the only question I had.
Okay. Hey, Michelle, can I get you to go downstairs, please? Let me throw this up real quick again, just so. Alright, I'm going to now read you the MD rules. Give me 1 second. Okay. I won't be able to put the first 2 up till I fix them, but I'll read them to you. So MD1 is refusal to provide medical assistance without an RP reason. MD2 is providing medical aid during dangerous situations is not allowed. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment from 1 warning to 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment is 1 warning. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. The punishment is 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, noncompliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. Punishment is 1 reprimand. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fists without an RP reason. The punishment is dismissal. MD 5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. The punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 6, criminal activity, intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, and murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. That is, punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes, using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. It's 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. The punishment is 1 warning. MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. The punishment is 1 warning. And just to explain that a little more is going out and selling med kits and pills without an RP reason outside the hospital for money from gangs. Bo and Diddy, can I get you guys to go downstairs, please?
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad.
So those are the MD rules. Did you have any questions?
I did have a question. That last, it was something you said on the last rule just now, but them coming upstairs kind of just threw me off. Kind of, can you read the last rule to me again?
Yeah, the last one is unauthorized issuance of recovery notes, issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital, issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. So you're not supposed to sell pills or med kits, like go around to gang members and or just sell outside the hospital unless you're on EMS runs.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it. All right. Yeah. That's it. You kind of cleared it up for me.
Okay. All right, then we're going to finish off with the RP rules. RP 13, non-RP behavior within game. Punishment is exoneration from the faction and or 30 minutes in one state jail to 3 days ban. RP 14 is sexual harassment. Any form of non-consensual sexual actions. The punishment is 60 minutes mute or 24 hours up to 30 days ban. RP 15, disruption of faction operations. Punishment is 30 minutes in one state jail. And RP 16 is criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts towards emergency personnel are prohibited. The penalty is jail or ban. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. The first one. What was the first one you said again? About roleplay.
So non-roleplay behavior within the game. So if you're not role-playing as a medic, you have to make sure that you're role-playing whenever you're your duty as a medic. Not just messing around with people or just playing music and stuff like that,
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
or like talking about in real life stuff.
I get what you mean.
All right, so then now we will have our questions. I'll start it off. Why do you want to join the medic faction?
Because I genuinely enjoy it, helping people.
It's a good answer. What days can you spawn the bus?
You said the bus?
Correct.
No days.
Very good. Okay, so you're on an EMS run, and you get a call, and you show up, and there's 3 people on the ground. There's a medic, a police officer, and a gang member. How do you know which person to pick up first?
Medic. You said it's a medic, a police officer, and a gang member.
Correct.
And you said, how do I know which one to pick up first? By
Yes.
assessing the scenario, assessing their vitals.
So when you're on EMS runs and you get a call, can you let go of your mic real quick?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. So when you're on EMS runs and you get a call, the person that places the call is going to be the first one that you pick up, and you'll know who they are. They'll have a red circle around them. So then once you pick up that first person, if the situation is still safe, you can attempt to pick up the other people.
Got it.
And just for future references, this is for you, Soul Man. The question goes, so they have a better understanding. If you're on EMS calls and a gang member requests your assistance, and you pull up and there's a police officer and a medic laying next to them, who do you pick up first? It gives them a better understanding of what you're asking them.
Off the request, yeah. With that keyword request, I get what you mean, yeah. Because I didn't know he was talking about a request. I thought he was just talking about like if I just pulled up and seen 3 people.
That's what I meant by when
Yeah,
you get a call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you're on EMS runs and you get a request from a gang member, and you pull up and there's a police officer and a medic laying next to him, who do you pick up first? It's a kind of a tricky question, no right or wrong answer, but in that scenario, you would be picking up the gang member because he's the one who requested you, and your patient is the main priority in this situation. And then, if it is safe enough to do so, you can pick up the remaining people on the ground.
Got it. Makes sense.
Do you remember in the rules what are the 3 places you are not allowed to perform CPR or hand out med kits?
I know military base was one for sure. I think was the police station one.
No.
No, it wasn't. And I know one was like right across the street from the hospital, from where we are right now, like in this area.
And then one more.
What was it? I don't think I remember the third, but I know military base, and I know it was like right here by the hospital for sure. I couldn't remember what the third one was.
Right. So it's definitely military base, and then the streets around the hospital, and the other one is the PvP territories. So you'll see it on the map with the orange flag and the gun, and then it's outlined in blue when you're actually in the city.
PvP territory. All right, got it.
Do you know what the importance of following the chain of command is?
The importance of it to maintain structure.
That's a good answer. So, as a green scrub, your supervisors will be the orange and maroon scrubs. So you always, whenever you have a question, you want to try and find them first, as opposed to going to the white coats initially, because we're usually pretty busy. And then if they can't answer your question for you, then they can escalate it up to us.
Sorry, just to make sure I heard you correctly. You said maroons?
Yeah, the maroon and brown scrubs are your supervisors. So you'll go to them first to ask your questions. And then if they can't answer it, then they can pass it up through the ranks.
Got it.
Keith, do you have any questions you want to ask?
I do. What kind of qualities, personal qualities, can you bring to this faction?
Punctuality, perseverance, and resilience.
Okay, I love that answer. If you caught the chief and one of your DCPs having a conflict on the main lobby floor, what would you do and how would you handle that situation?
You said a chief, and could you repeat that first, like part of the question?
Yes. If you caught the chief, like the big boss, and a DCP arguing or having a conflict on the main floor, how would you go about handling that situation?
I'd probably first put my body cam on, and then I'd use my macros in some sort of fashion. I'm not pretty sure which way of how I would specifically go about it, but I think that would what I would lean towards.
Okay, I like that. Yes. First thing first is you always want to record and report. Since they are your colleagues and your boss, you would try to move them to the second floor. If you can't contain or get it situated, you would go and put in a ticket and call admin.
Okay, got it. You said a ticket. How do I specifically put in a ticket, or is that something that's going to be taught to me later on?
Yes. The tickets are actually on Discord. You would find them in what part? I forgot what it is. We can talk about that. But yes, that part is on Discord. On here, in that moment, you would just go in and do /help and kind of explain a short version of what the situation is. And then when the admin pop up, you can explain it more and let them know what's going on.
Got it.
Yeah, that would be on the main one state Discord is where you find the tickets. And then just so you know, the DCP stands for Deputy Chief.
Thanks.
Dimitri, do you have any questions?
You said, how would you perceive by being a medic? Could he be like a little bit more specific? Like, what does he mean by like perceive by being a medic? Like, what do you? I'm kind of like not really understanding the question in its entirety.
Are you asking what he would like to get out of being a medic?
Yeah, like what is your goal on being a medic? Where do you see yourself in about 3-4 months? Oh, you still there?
You can hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, I was saying, not being just being known as the all around player, all around team player, not just helping people in need in the streets, and the civilians, whether it be my bosses, my colleagues, workers, just just being that all around guy, like a Swiss Army knife, I would kind of like say.
All right, but where do you see yourself in like 3-4 months in the medic, being a medic?
3 to 4 months, I see myself somewhere within here still, probably somewhere up more within the ranks, but just doing the same thing that I genuinely do love to do, which is helping people.
I like it.
I like it too.
Now, do you see yourself as being able to teach other people? Would you be able to do trainings like the ones that you experienced today?
Yeah, I'm actually like, yeah, I would actually love to do that.
Good, good. And then one last question. If you arrive at a scene on an EMS run, and there are quite a few people around, they have weapons out, what would you do?
Try to assess if it's safe for me to first, you know, perform my CPR, meaning if there's still gunshots flying or if they're enemies of the person that I would be perceiving to receive. So I'll just try, realize my safety. If it's safe,
Good answer. You always, when you're in your vehicle, you don't have to get out right away. You want to take a second or two to look around. If there are people there too, you can always use your mic. You can always say, "Hey, do you mind if I pick him up?" Because they will definitely tell you if they do not want you to pick them up. So if they say no, then you can just drive on.
got it.
So I think you did a good job, and this completes the interview for OMB Mauleyg. Congratulations.
So if you go in fractions, there's like a yellow bar that's in fractions. Once that fills up,